Hi, welcome back. So the Federal Reserve's attempts to fight inflation with high interest rates, well, that has led to mortgage rates spiking to a 21-year high.
Data from Freddie Mac, in fact, shows a 30-year fixed rate mortgage is now 7.09%. The last time mortgage rates were that high was back in March of 2002. In the midst of the pandemic, rates hit historic lows in January of 2021 at 2.65%. And when the Federal Reserve made its first interest rate hike in March of 2022, mortgage rates were 4.45%.
And that spike is taking a toll on home prices in New Hampshire. Check this out. News 9 has reported the median price of a home in New Hampshire is up there at $480,000. And under a 30-year fixed mortgage with the newest rate, that would push the monthly price to more than $3,200.
President of Pinnacle Mortgage Corp in Manchester, Kurt Stranson, joins us live. Kurt, thank you for joining us. What do you make of this rate increase?
What we're seeing is a little unprecedented. I mean, we're seeing rates at the highest level in over 20 years. But we're also seeing competitive bid situations still on offers going on property. There's an inventory shortage, and people are still having to put their best foot forward in order to obtain an accepted offer when they're trying to buy a house. It is creating affordability issues. Interest rates are high, and it means people will qualify for less. So it is impacting some people, but there's still in this market locally more buyers than sellers in New Hampshire.
Now, Kurt, we've seen a steady increase in the rates over the last several months. Obviously, the impact for first-time home buyers, it's not good.
The impact has definitely affected first-time home buyers, but of recent, we have New Hampshire Housing, which come out with some new New Hampshire Home First products, the first-generation product, which offers below-market discounted rates, where a first-time home buyer can come in and get a conventional 3% down loan at 6.375 or an FHA loan at 6%, which is far lower than those Freddie Mac averages you reported.
And do you anticipate the rates will go even higher? And if they do, what is your advice to people who might be thinking of waiting to buy?
Yes, that's a great question. I refer to myself kind of as a data I've been following for 20 years, undergrad and graduate in finance, and we haven't seen, there's no precedent here. There's been massive amount of government spending. There's inflationary pressures, yet the real estate market still stay strong. In the past markets, you'd see home prices come down to help that affordability gap. But unfortunately, the supply and demand for housing, there's way more buyers than inventory available. And if your alternative is to go rent, those are at all-time historic highs as well.
Kurt, let's say your ceiling for a new house is $400,000. Is it a good investment still to lower that ceiling to, let's say, $350,000 and use your extra money to pay the higher interest rate, mortgage rate?
We are starting to see people get creative with doing what they call 3-2, 2-1, and 1-1 buy downs, where they're temporarily paying more upfront to get a reduced mortgage payment and have a more affordable monthly payment. But people are having to get more creative. The problem with trying to get a lower price point is, can you find houses at that price point? That's the struggle a lot of the first-time home buyers are having, is there aren't houses at those affordable levels.
Absolutely.
And we're seeing probably more so than ever in the history that I've seen, that you're having non-occupant co-signers, you're having a parent, a grandparent, a family member help as a non-occupant co-signer to get qualified for those higher amounts.
All right. Thank you so much, President of Pinnacle Mortgage Corp in Manchester, Kurt Stranson. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Kurt.